start.
Hello guys. Okay, so now to begin with, hopefully everyone will. Now to begin with, in the like I got some I got some queries based on this worksheet, the sums which I gave. So according to me, I think instead of starting a new topic, like instead of proceeding further with a new topic, let us clarify some doubt because the doubts were almost common. The way I send the answer, the solution for the questions, many of you solved and many of you, like as what I told you, replied कि sir answer नहीं आ रहा and all the thing. I messaged them, I called them and I told them what a mistake they did and all. But here I feel that let us discuss that particular thing where still, according to me, there is a confusion. So let us straight away start with that part only. Let us say what to do in that part. कि अगर mistake अभी भी problem में है, अभी भी doubt कुछ आ रहा है. So what is that? Let us work it out. Let us see how to deal with that part. Okay. So I'm just sharing a screen out over here in front of you guys. So is the screen visible?
No.
No. Okay. So now, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Fine. So let us see. Mainly the problem what occurs is about in AP, what we guys have to understand, there are 5 things which what we have to study in AP. Okay. And we have to differentiate between those 5 things only. Now, what are those 5 things? As what the first 2 things, you know it very well. A and D. I don't think there's any issue with A and D now. As what we know, A is the first term and D is the common difference, which is what? Constant if the given sequence is an AP. And that common difference throughout going to remain constant. So hopefully there is no issue with these 2 terms. There are 3 more terms which are left out. Namely, the first one, N, N, Tn, and then finally Sn. I know the most of the time the confusion whatever is there is between these 3 things. Am I right? So let us study, let us understand what is the difference between these 3 things. Again, I'll tell you there is not much confusion on Sn. We know Sn is what sum of all the terms, so that is perfectly fine with it. A confusion whatever is there is between that N and Tn. N कब होता है, Tn कब होता है, शायद से अभी भी confusion आ रहा है, right? So let us take an example to understand this N Tn concept carefully. This is what the sequence which we have, which is again as what I told you is an AP. So I'm not there to prove this is an AP. So here, as what we know, the first term, कोई problem नहीं है, 3. Okay, hopefully with that part. Common difference D भी पता है. I can easily find 7 minus 3 करूँ या 11 minus 7 करूँ, किससे भी करूँ. Since AP है तो same रहेगा. So ये 2 चीजों में तो hopefully किसी को कोई problem नहीं होगा. The next thing is N. What do you think N is? N 43, 19, 7. Any idea what is N? Definitely, we can't say what is the value of N here in this given sequence. Why? What did I tell you N is? N is number of terms which are there in this sequence. Now that dot, dot, dot says, why something is missing. Something is missing, or I can say something is hidden. We don't know which numbers are there or how many numbers are there in between. Yes, we can calculate them. Since we know the formula, we can calculate them. But at this junction, I cannot say there are 6 terms or there are 10 terms. These number of terms is what N is. And in this sequence, N is not given. So N is question mark because you cannot spot N. Again, I just want to repeat here, last term is not N. Hopefully, I'm clear with this part. Okay. So here N, we don't know. We have to calculate N. Is that thing clear? So What is that? 43 there. Hello. Yes.
Proceed.
So that 43. That Tn is 43. Our last term is Tn. Okay. Which is what 43. Hopefully N and Tn का clear हो गया है. क्या difference है वो समझ में आया? Because that is the main thing where most of you did mistake. In last worksheet, whatever problems occurred is because of that N and Tn. याद है ना 350 को हम लोग N लेके कर रहे थे. Many of you did it. Most of you did it. Okay. So hopefully here onward this thing is clear. जो नंबर सीक्वेंस में आते हैं those are your Tn. What do I mean by Tn? See, मैंने बोला 43 Tn है, but at the same time 3 is also Tn. 3 is T1, 7 is T2, 11 is T3, 15 is T4, and so on. So all these numbers which are there in a sequence are your Tn. The last term को हम लोग generally Tn बोलते हैं, but each and every term in the sequence is an Tn is a term. Okay, and hopefully Sn के लिए भी कोई ज़्यादा doubt तो होने नहीं चाहिए. As what we know, there are two formulas of Sn. कोई भी एक use करके हम लोग Sn find कर सकते हैं. But for that, we should know N, we should know A, we should know either D or last term. Okay. So if you know that right now, definitely the formula only can tell us. Here I cannot tell you, okay, this is a sum, this is a sum. No, we can't do that. We need to calculate that. Is that thing clear? Any issue with this part? Hopefully, का जो confusion था वो clear हो चुका है. Yes, so that I can proceed further. Fine. Okay. So now we will move on with this further thing where we'll be dealing again with one particular sum is what I just want you guys to understand now. Okay, I'll share a screen in a minute. So we will move on with the sum. Okay. So once you understood this, okay, is the screen visible, sir? Yeah. Okay. So the question,
No.
as what you guys, screen is not visible?
No. No.
Okay. Now?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So as what the question reads, sum of first 55 terms in an AP is 3,300. Find its 28 term. एक सिमिलर काइंड का सम हम लोग ने सॉल्व किया था, बट वहां पे they gave us two terms and then they asked us to find sum of something else. Here what they did, if you see carefully, they just gave us sum of first 55 terms. मतलब S55 दिया है. And what do they ask us to find? 28 term. Sum नहीं, term. मतलब they want me to find T28. Now the problem, only one thing is given to us. How to deal with it? इसको कैसे solve करूंगा मैं? क्योंकि sum के लिए तो मुझे दो term चाहिए होते हैं. But यहाँ पे मुझे क्या किया लोग ने? They just gave me one particular term. So here they just gave me S55, which is 3,300. आगे क्या करूं? अभी आगे करने के लिए तो कुछ नहीं है. I know S55 is given, so I have to use Sn का formula. Now what is the formula of Sn? Sn equals to n upon 2 into 2a plus n minus 1d. Now the thing is here, except n, I don't know a, I don't know d. What is n? 55. So let us substitute n as what it is. S55. See n गया, उसकी जगह पे 55 लिखा. Equals to 55 upon 2 into 2a plus 55 minus 1d. Now 55 upon 2 तो I can't solve. हाँ, S55 का value is known to me. I can substitute that value as 55 का value 3300. As what I told you, 55.2 I can't solve. I can, but वो answer decimal में आएगा. And I'll prefer not to get it in decimal. So I'll keep that as it is 55.2. अब ये 55 minus 1 तो solvable है. So वो हो जाएगा 54D. So bracket के अंदर आपको मिला 2A plus 54D. Now the thing is, can I cut 2 or can I cut 254? The answer is no. Why not? Because of that plus sign, which is what you can see it out over there in between. Inside the bracket, there is a plus sign. So what I'll do is, one thing I can simplify 55 and 2. The other thing which I'll prefer doing it, 2A and 54D, both are even numbers. I can take 2 common. I can take 2 common. So the other three things, that is 33,055 and 2 are as it is. I'm taking 2 common. So see what is left out with. Hopefully everyone understood this step. Okay. 2 common ले लिया 2A plus 54D से. So क्या मिला मेरे पास? A plus 27D. So 2 bracket के बाहर आ गया into A plus 27D. Now what? Now I can easily cancel that 2 because there is no one to stop me, no plus minus sign to stop me. जो plus sign of bracket के अंदर है. So I can easily cut it. Okay. And now again that 55 can go on the other side or not. Either be into 55 into A plus 27D. That 55 can go on the other side as 33,300 upon 55. And what is this equal to? A plus 27D. Is that thing clear? Now 33,300 upon 55 can simplify. Okay. So we are getting directly answer at 60. Now the problem again. ना मुझे A पता है, ना मुझे D पता है. I don't know A, I don't know D. What to do further? Because I don't have any other sequence, any other term, any other sum. So what to do? I can do anything. Let me first put this as number 1. Okay. What will I do now is, what they want me to find? 28 term ना? So let us 28 term है. So मुझे Tn का formula लिखना पड़ेगा. Now what is the formula for Tn? You know it very well. A plus n minus 1D. यहाँ पे n कितना होगा? 55 होगा क्या? नहीं. कितना होगा? 28. Why? Because they want me to find 28 terms. So T28 equal to A plus 28 minus 1D. Now 28 minus 1D can be solved as A plus 27D. Now a problem. What to do? Can you spot a solution on the screen? Yes? Check it out. क्या मेरे पास कुछ है स्क्रीन के ऊपर? क्या है? A plus 27D कितना है? 60 है. So can I say simply from 1, T28 is equal to 60? Yes. समझ में आया मैंने क्या किया? कैसे आया? समझ में आया? Any problem with that? So this is how we can easily calculate T28 का value or whatever the question they ask. Trust me, अगर वो लोग ने सिर्फ एक ही term दिया है या एक ही sum दिया है, they themselves saying this is how the thing by which you can get the answer. Is that thing clear, guys? समझ में आया है? I'll keep it on a screen for a minute. एक बार सब देख लो. Again, you don't have to copy it out. Just read out the steps. अगर कोई doubt रहता है, as what I told you, write it somewhere so that you can ask me later. Okay? Just go through it. Just go through it for a minute. Go through it for a minute, dear. Okay, hopefully no issues. Especially वो step समझ में आया होगा. A plus 2070 equal to 60. Step number 1, and then उसको कैसे हम लोग ने substitute किया, right? Okay. So let me proceed further with the next sum now. Okay. So now here we have to talk about 3 different terms. Now consecutive terms. Any idea what is consecutive terms? Can someone tell me what exactly do I mean by consecutive terms? Consecutive terms क्या होता है पता है आप लोगों को? Consecutive मतलब yes. equivalent. The terms which comes one after another are what so-called consecutive terms, right? So here we will be talking about consecutive terms only. So consecutive terms mein, what are the things which what we guys have to understand? Is the screen visible? Yes. Okay. So now consecutive terms. So basically are what are so-called consecutive terms. Okay. So when we are talking about three consecutive terms in AP, we will always consider them as we know it is T1, T2, T3 हम लोग ऐसे consider करते हैं. But just for a simplicity, हम लोग consider करेंगे A minus D, A और A plus D. Okay, three consecutive terms हम लोग कैसे consider करेंगे? A minus D, A और A plus D. ऐसे होगा three consecutive terms. याद रखना ये A minus D, A और A plus D का मतलब क्या है? डिफरेंस कितना है? D है ना? A minus D and A में डिफरेंस क्या है? D है. A plus D और A में डिफरेंस क्या है? D है. That is what we are talking about. The difference remains constant. Okay. So अपने तीन consecutive terms क्या क्या होंगे? A minus D, A and A plus D. In case if we have four consecutive terms, so क्या हुआ देखो? उसमें एक एक्स्ट्रा में ऐड हो गया. A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. ऐसे four consecutive terms आ गए. पांच क्या हो गए?
Audio not clear. Audio not clear.
Yes. Will it be A plus 3D? Answer is right, but rather we will deal with A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D, and A plus 2D. Is that clear? समझ में आ रहा है? पांच टर्म्स हम लोग कौन से लेंगे समझ में आया? ओके, सो जस्ट कॉपी डाउन फ्रॉम द स्क्रीन. जो स्क्रीन पे लिखा है ये तीनों, ये जरा कॉपी करना है आप लोगों को फटाफट. ओके, yeah. So now shall I proceed further? Okay, so now we'll move on with certain sums where we will be requiring this particular part. So three consecutive terms, five consecutive terms क्या है? Hopefully समझ में आया है. Four consecutive terms क्या है? समझ में आया है? Because right now we will be using them. We have to use these 3, 4, 5 consecutive terms only, as that's what going to be our next particular part, which what we have to deal out over here now. So, okay. Hopefully you guys can see the sum on a screen now. Okay, yeah. So as what the sum goes, in an AP, sum of three consecutive terms is 27 and their product is 504. Find the terms. As what we can read it out, sum of three consecutive terms is 27. So we know if there are three consecutive terms, how we going to consider them? We will be considering them as A minus D, A and A plus D. These are our three consecutive terms. Is that in clear? Now, uska sum bola hai, sum of these three. So it is not your SN, it is sum of only these three terms. So can I just simply add these three things? Like they said, sum of three consecutive terms hai. I'll just add these three things as A minus D plus A plus D as 27. Can we do this? Okay. Now, do you think minus D plus D cut ho jayega?
Hello. Hello. Some network error, guys. Sir will be back in 2 minutes. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Start.
Okay. Uh, yeah. Sorry, guys, for the network issue. Okay, so we were discussing about certain sums. Now let's start with it immediately. Okay. So is the screen visible?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
So as what I was discussing about three consecutive terms, whose sum is 27 and their product is 504. So let us move on with it. As what we know, three consecutive terms. So automatically we'll be considering them what? A minus D, A, and A plus D. Okay. So now with these three consecutive terms, their sum is given to us. So we can add them and that addition will be 27. Now remember minus D plus D will get cancelled with this because there is a addition out over there. And what will we get? 3A because A plus A bacha, that is 3A which is equals to 27. Agar 3A 27 hai, so we can easily get A equals to 9. So A equals to 9. Now the next thing, प्रोडक्ट दिया है, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ थ्री कॉन्सिक्यूटिव टर्म्स इज 504. याद रखना प्रोडक्ट मतलब मल्टीप्लीकेशन. सो व्हाट विल आई हैव? First term a minus d into a plus b is 504. Now here what do I know? I know the value of a. Let us substitute that. So in place of a I wrote 9. So you can see it out. It is 9 minus d into 9 into 9 plus d, and that is equal to 504. Is that thing clear, guys? So 9 minus d into 9 plus d is okay. That 9 is only into. So can I shift that 9 on the other side? This is by substituting a equals to 9 tha. So 9 ko, if I substitute on the other side, this is into on one side. So what will happen on the other side? It will automatically become upon. So 504 upon 9 is what on the other side. Now, on the left hand side, do you guys observe something? 9 minus d into 9 plus d कुछ अलग लग रहा है? 9 minus d into 9 plus d. Yes, that is your formula. A minus b, a plus b, which is a square minus b square. So 9 square is 81 minus b square. Okay. And in the meantime, 504 upon 9 is 56. Hopefully no issue with that part. Here we use the formula a plus b, a minus b as a square minus b square. Okay. Now let us proceed further to the next part. And in that case, what we will do is minus d square है तो भाई उसको अलग कर दिया. So 81 minus 56 is d square. 81 minus 56 is 25. So what do you think d is? No, d is not 5. D is not 5. D will be plus or minus 5. D will be plus or minus 5. Remember 9-10 standard, our value of square root is always going to be positive or negative, and we have to take both the values. So D is plus or minus 5. Okay. Now you know A ka value, you know D ka value. We can easily find three consecutive terms. But here we will get two different types or two different order of numbers. What do I mean by this? First, let us say D equals to 5. A तो पता है मुझे 9 है, तो D कितना होगा? मतलब A minus D is the first term, which is 9 minus 5, so 4 हो गया. फिर A plus D, क्योंकि second term तो A है ही, वो वापस find करने की जरूरत नहीं है. तो third term A plus D, which is 9 plus 5, which is 14. So automatically your three terms क्या हो गए? 4, 9. याद रखना, the second term is A, so that is 9 as it is, and the third term is 14. Now this, when D is 5, I can even have D as minus 5. So when D equals to minus 5, what will we get? A minus D as 9 minus minus 5. So 9 plus 5 हो जाएगा 14. वैसे ही A plus D क्या हो जाएगा? 9 plus minus 5, which is 4. So automatically your answer will be, the terms are 14, 9 and 4. You will say same sum तो आए, same numbers आए सर. सिर्फ उल्टा हो गया. याद रखना, in the first answers, the first term is 4. while in a second answer the first term is 14. देखो अगर मेरे को सॉल्व करने बोला a का वैल्यू तो कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट आ जाएगा ना. Okay, so both the terms, both the sequence you have to write. मतलब सिर्फ एक ही लिखा तो half to 1 mark you will lose. So it is advisable that if you are getting value of b as negative, positive as well as negative, you have to go with both the values. Okay, if you remember, I told you before, again I repeat, out of the 5 terms what we have, only n is always positive. Rest all can be positive, can be negative, can be decimal, can be fraction. Okay, they can be anything, but n cannot be either of them. N is always going to be a positive number. Is that clear? Okay, hopefully this is fine to you guys. Okay, so now let us move on further. This 3 terms wala concept समझ में आया है? Now it's somewhat similar concept is what there with 4 terms. So I'll just begin with that part also. It's almost similar kind of a sum which you can see it out. Just within a second you will find it on the screen. So in that, when we are talking about 4 terms, क्या याद आ रहा है 4 terms कैसे होते थे? How the 4 terms were? याद है ना? Yes, 4 terms क्या था? If you see this, okay. So the terms के लिए the question first of all, find 4 consecutive terms in an AP whose sum is 12 and sum of third and fourth term is 14. Okay. So as what we can see it out, the solution में पहले क्या है? 4 consecutive terms. क्या क्या आएंगे? A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. यहाँ पे first term A minus D, second A, third A plus D and the last is A plus. More consecutive we can definitely. Okay, so sum of 4 consecutive terms 12 है. So automatically क्या हो जाएगा उसमें? A minus D plus A plus A plus D plus A plus 2D 12 हो गया. Now minus D plus D कट होगा, but वो 2D कट नहीं होगा. And A 4 है तो क्या मिलेगा मुझे? 4A plus 2D equals to 12. If you see all even, can I divide throughout by 2? Can I? Yes, I can. So I'll get 2A plus D equals to 6. This is by dividing throughout by 2. Equation number 1. Equation देखिए ऐसा कुछ लग रहा है? Linear equation. Yes, this is a linear equation where we can have sum of third and fourth term. They gave us 14. Third term क्या था? A plus D. Fourth term क्या है? A plus 2D. So A plus D plus A plus 2D is 14. उससे equation मिला 2A plus 3D equals to 14. Now you know you can easily solve this linear equation. I'm not solving it out over here. You people can easily solve it. You know how to do it, right? 2A है, आराम से क्या हो जाएगा? माइनस हो जाएगा, right? So you know it, 2 minus 1 and आराम से हम लोग solve कर सकते हैं. Is that clear? So that is what I'm leaving to you guys to solve it further. Linear equation तो अभी थोड़ा बहुत तो solve कर सकते हो आराम से. Now this is what you guys have to understand. While solving these kind of sums, what exactly we have to do? How to solve such kind of sums? What are the things which what we have to look out for? And in the beginning, as what I told you, what is n, what is tn, what is sn, what is a and d. उसमें से tn and n, those two are what you guys have to understand very well. Is that clear? Hopefully, no doubt. समझ में आया होगा इतना part? Yes. Okay. I'll send the worksheet. I'll share the worksheet. Do practice those things. Next session.